I was voted.
This is 30 seconds, folks.
Hey, I'm done. Alrighty then. I've got one antsy contestant.
Okay, folks, we're getting close. 10 seconds.
Best of luck.
Can I get a gangster check?
6, 5,
Fade to black.
3.
They're Branniger in the Hawk.
Hey, this is Cookie. We don't have a lot of time. I think the CIA is monitoring our conversations. Just act natural. Enjoy the game! Couldn't get anyone to join you, huh? Yeah, I know how you feel. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Frederick's of Honolulu Tropical Intimates. Put the spirit of aloha in your pants. Frederick's of Honolulu.
All right, let's make history. Okay, to get things started, the drinks and the signals were mixed. You know how it is. You're a sailor, you're new in town, and you want to tell everybody a little something about yourself. If you go down to the pier and start waving your blue Peter around, what are you telling everyone? You're ready to sail, you're going down, you're on fire down there, or you've experienced some rough action. A blue Peter is a blue and white flag hoisted as a ship's about to set sail. But it droops back down about 2 minutes after launch. And on its way. Funny, I haven't seen this candlestick in the billiards room. Ah! Suppose you're playing the board game Real Life Clue. Based on U.S. murder statistics, how often should you guess that the murder weapon was the revolver? About 2 out of 3 games, about 4 out of 5 games, about 9 out of 10 games, or about 98 out of 100 games. What? Get a clue. Where's that confounded right answer? Over the past 30 years, the percentage of U.S. murders perpetrated by guns has hovered around 67%. During that same time, the number of murders committed by an actual person named Mrs. Peacock has hovered around 0%. Take a good look at. Your bow tie smells like cod, and it's a this or that. I'm going to read 7 names. For each one, tell me if it's a species of penguin or a part of a tuxedo. If it's a penguin, press the square button. If it's a tuxedo part, press your circle button. Each one right gets you enough to rent a tux for one night. Each one wrong costs you 300 krill. And your iceberg will be melting in 30 seconds. Cool, let's do it. Chin strap. Cummerbund. Macaroni. Button. Wing collar. Snares. Gentoo. Oh, missed it by a wounded flipper. The one thing penguins have in common with men wearing formal tuxedos, both have to raise their tails to poop.
Everybody quattro, everybody quattro, hey!
Say hello to. Notice there's no P in our ool. Say you're in a public bathroom at a concert hall and there's a sign that reads PP. What should you do? Use the facilities as fast as you can, do your business very quietly, only urinate or wash your hands thoroughly. In music, PP stands for pianissimo, which means very soft. It is a direction to play quietly. And in case you were wondering, yes, my pianissimo is very soft.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Up next, snakes on a plane using their mileage points. Okay, so based on where they're indigenous, which of these snakes would actually have to take a plane? An anaconda vacationing in Brazil, a garter snake vacationing in Canada, a rattlesnake vacationing in Africa, or a king cobra vacationing in China? Rattlesnakes are indigenous to North America. In order to get one to Africa, I'd have to take a plane or a boat, I guess. Maybe a rocket. I sat next to a rattlesnake on a transatlantic flight once. It wouldn't share the armrest. That's the end of round 1. And you're in pretty good shape for now. Don't forget, in round 2, all the cash is doubled. All right, you ready? Too bad. Coming up, food court. Suppose former U.S. Supreme Court Justice Warren Burger is having a cookout in heaven. If he wants to invite another dead Supreme Court Justice, who should he call? Benedict Bratwurst, Wallace Weiner, Cornelius Coney, or Felix Frankfurter? You're a winner. No, wait, sorry, read that wrong. You're a wiener. Here's what a right answer looks like. Warren Burger served on the court until 1986, and Felix Frankfurter, yes, Felix Frankfurter, served from 1939 to 1962. You may remember their controversial decisions on handing out free condiments in schools.
Question 7.
May I introduce, there will be no I'm King of the World jokes. How much time would you have to cut from the movie Titanic to make it the same length as the actual sinking of the Titanic? About 15 minutes, about a half hour, about an hour, or they were the exact same length. Your score will not go on. Here's what you meant to pick. The Titanic took 2 hours and 40 minutes to sink. The running time of the movie is 3 hours and 14 minutes, which is about 34 minutes longer. So the main difference between the actual sinking and the movie is that I probably would have been able to make it through the real disaster without having to use the bathroom.
Plucking chickens, picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Here's one I like to call Little House on the Dramatic Prairie Dog. Say on an episode of Little House on the Prairie, the Ingalls family accidentally gets a visit from Frederick Ingalls. What would most likely happen? Laura becomes a Scientologist, Pa becomes a communist, Ma becomes a vegetarian, or Nellie Olson becomes a lesbian. I don't know if you have any specific dietary concerns, but you're going to have to eat some of your score. Were you thinking of this one? Friedrich Engels co-wrote the Communist Manifesto with Karl Marx. Karl Marx is the more famous of the two, possibly because of his adult contemporary hit, Right Here Waiting for You.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, if I die.
Next. What up, geometry? How would you calculate the surface area of rapper-actor Ice Cube? His length times his width times his height, 6 times the square of his side, 4 times pi times his radius squared. No, that would be Ice Cube's volume! Allow me. To find the surface area of a cube, you take the square of its side and multiply that by 6. And to measure properly, be sure to use an iced tea square.
Hold me, never let me go.
Am I dreaming?
I call this one, pour some sugar substitute on me. Which of the following brands are, in order, aspartame, saccharin, and sucralose? NutraSweet Sweet and Low Splenda equal Sweet and Low NutraSweet, Splenda Sweet and Low equal, or Splenda Sweet and Low Splenda? Oh, you were serious. No, I'll get this. NutraSweet is aspartame, Sweet and Low is saccharin, and Splenda is sucralose. Equal, by the way, is also aspartame. Sugar is fine and all, but it's natural. See, these things are specially made chemicals produced by scientists, so you know they're good. I say, ingest as many of these chemicals as you can, as often as you can. wrong. Oh, yeah. Step right up to the jack attack. When you see two clues that match, press the X button. 4,000 big ones if you're right, but if you're wrong, you lose 4,000. And one more thing.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Everybody follow Jay. And don't make me sick John J. Rambo on you. Get on with it. That's the game! Jesus, what a performance!
You don't know Jack! Where's the fire, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Up next, snakes on a plane using their mileage points. Okay, so based on where they're indigenous, which of these snakes would actually have to take a plane? An anaconda vacationing in Brazil? A garter snake vacationing in Canada? A rattlesnake? I so wanted you to pick this one. Rattlesnakes are indigenous to North America. In order to get one to Africa, I'd have to take a plane or a boat, I guess. Maybe a rocket. I sat next to a rattlesnake on a transatlantic flight once. It wouldn't share the armrest. No, garter snakes are found everywhere in North America, and they look ridiculous in those garters. But you won't be wearing a garter, you'll be wearing a coconut thong from Frederick's of Honolulu Tropical Intimates, your one-stop shop for tropical fruit undergarments. Also, try our new banana hammocks. This wrong answer of the game got you $4,000. Nice job.